What is this place? Where am I? It's so green. This cliff doesn't seem to be that high. I guess there might be a way for me to go up easily. I hope so. Oh, great. A river. And I'm not the best swimmer. A radio? There's no signal here. It also seems to read those old cassettes, but there's none inside.
Hello, John. My name is Dr. James Richards, and this is Dr. Calamay.
Hello, John.
If you are hearing this, it means that the initial procedure went perfectly.
We have linked your mind to the dream of a man named Luke Williams. As for your body, it is being kept safe, here, close to us.
Luke has been diagnosed with severe depression. We have attempted several incursions into his dreams, but he has always detected our presence, gleaned our intentions, and evaded us. The roots of his current state of depression are buried quite deep.
This is where you come in, John. You see, you volunteered to help us with this one. We need to remind you that your own memories are inaccessible during the entire operation. It means that you won't remember who you are, nor recall these events after it all ends. But whatever you do or do not remember, know this. We accepted your offer because you are the best in the field.
John, your job is to track Luke and liberate him from whatever oppressive thought is weighing down on him.
Set him free, John. You don't have much time. The longer he stays under, the easier it will be for him to fade away.
Time to get to work, John. You are his last hope.
And his only one. I would wish you luck, but I doubt you need any of it.
We'll be monitoring you closely and retract you instantly if the situation spirals out of control.
One last thing. We will be out of contact for the duration of your mission. The technology is not quite fully mature yet.
Right then. See you in a couple of hours.
What? What's happening here? What are you talking about? Wait, what in God's name is going on? Whoa! Hello.
Oh, good evening.
Isn't it a little late for someone your age to be out all alone?
Oh, our house is right over there. And you know, there are no dangerous creatures, not in these woods. No wolves, bears, or even foxes. And my dad is right there at the porch.
Oh, I didn't know anyone lived this deep in the woods.
Oh, but we don't. This is our vacation house. Mom and Dad built it a couple of years ago. I love it out here. But I had no idea there were other houses around. Where is yours?
Well, I don't live here. I'm on a hike.
Oh, cool. All by yourself?
all by myself.
Where's your equipment?
Well, my tent's 10 minutes away. I was just exploring.
I so wish to grow up so I can have fun adventures like yours.
Well, what about you? What are you doing here, all alone, sitting on this wooden swing?
Oh, you know, I love sitting here. My daddy and I built it. He attached these ropes to a branch on this tree and told me to find a wooden seat. I found this one by the waterfall. It fit perfectly. It was such a fun weekend. I love building stuff with my dad, and this is my favorite construction.
Well, congratulations. You did a wonderful job. It really looks well built and fun.
Thanks.
So, you're just watching the stars on your spot?
Yes. Well, and you know, waiting for Rufus.
Rufus?
Yes, you know, my dog. My parents gave him for Christmas 2 years ago. He's so lovely, little, and energetic.
Oh, and where's Rufus now?
Oh, he sometimes wanders off by himself in the woods. You know, these woods are very, very safe. We put some lights around his collar, so he got even more excited than usual.
Aren't you worried he might get lost?
No! I mean, maybe a little. It's been more than an hour, I think. Can I ask you a big favor? Could you please get him back here if you happen to see him?
Of course.
Oh, thank you. I'm really getting worried now. He responds very well to his name, Rufus. You know, I picked it when he was still a little puppy.
Oh, you picked a great name for him. Well, I'm going to continue my night hike and I'll find your dog.
Thanks.
Hello, neighbor.
Oh, hello there. Sorry, I haven't seen anyone hereabouts in a while. You gave me quite a scare there.
Oh, sorry about that. And for coming out of nowhere straight from the dark. I'm John Stevens. I was just taking a night stroll in the wilderness when I spotted some bright lights ahead. I couldn't help checking them out. I wasn't aware anyone lived here.
Ah, well, this is our country house, so to speak. We live in the city, but often come here on weekends and holidays. It's quite peaceful.
Oh, indeed.
I'm Luke, by the way. Luke Williams.
Nice to meet you, Luke. Is that your daughter?
Yes, that's Anne. She's always up late playing with that little devil.
Little devil?
That's what we call our dog. He simply loves the woods and Anne loves playing with him out here. So we just let her play on until late.
I see. Aren't you afraid she might get injured or something?
Well, kids should be able to fall, get some bruises and have fun in the wild. And this neck of the woods is as calm and uneventful as you would like. And besides, we can't protect our kids forever. Although as parents we always try to. They're part of us, aren't they? Do you have children?
No, I don't. I guess the opportunity never arose.
It still might. Anyway, where are you staying? In a tent?
Yes, it's about a quarter of an hour from here. I'm staying for a couple of days. I intend to just do some walking in the woods.
Right then. Well, if you need anything, food, medicine, or just company, drop in anytime. You know where we are.
You're so kind, Luke. I'll probably pass here to say hello a couple of times. See you later. My, that is a huge waterfall. It's indeed beautiful, but the noise this close is slightly unpleasant. Water? Again? Well, at least I think this lake isn't deep enough for me to drown. Rufus, there you are. Oh, you're shaking. Come here, boy. Come here. Oh, you're really afraid of me, aren't you? Okay. How will I get you out of there? Uh-oh. This rock is very unstable. If it falls, I'll crush that little devil. Careful, John. I really shouldn't leave without the dog. I need to explore this area. Think, John, think. Where did the dog go? Wait a minute. I know this place. How did I get here? Did the dog? Oh, I hope he did.
Oh, hello again. Look, this is Rufus. He came back. He was running so fast. He seemed scared. He almost didn't recognize me, but I yelled. He turned his head and he seemed so happy to see me. He always comes back.
I'm really glad he's back. One can easily get lost in these woods.
Oh, you know, he's such a smart doggy, aren't you, Rufus?
I'm sure he is. Well, I think I'm heading back.
Oh, okay. I should go to sleep too, after Rufus calms down a little. And thank you for being so kind.
Not at all. Take care, both of you.
Bye.
I'd better not go back there. I'd most likely be lost. Hi, Luke.
Hi, John. Great timing. I was about to call Anne back home and retreat.
Oh, you do that. I was on my way back to my tent.
Did you have a pleasant night hike?
Actually, I went looking for Rufus.
Rufus? Our dog, Rufus. Why?
Oh, please don't get mad at Anne, but the poor guy got scared by the sound of the waterfall and was just paralyzed under a rock. I tracked him down and kind of brought him back.
I didn't know that. Why hasn't she told me?
She thought you would get mad.
I don't think I would. Imagine if you weren't around. What would happen to Rufus? Because she was afraid to talk to me?
Luke, don't take it that way. It's normal for kids to hide these problems from their parents.
I know you're right, but still, it could have been a big deal.
Don't think about it.
Well, are you thirsty?
Am I thirsty? Well, a little bit, but
There's a jar of water in the table right in the hallway. Just open the door and take some. You saved Anne's dog, and you must be exhausted. Go on, I'll just stay here for a while longer.
Okay, I'll be right back. Thanks. A glass of water would feel good right now. Oh, darn, it's empty. Well, I better get back outside. Or could I explore a little? A family portrait. The faces are somewhat hard to distinguish, but they seem like a united and happy bunch. I hear something. A heavy breathing. I shouldn't try to open this door. So many books. A lot of classics out here. Oh, Les Miserables. Oh, how I loved it. Wait a minute. Rita Williams? Could it be Luke's wife? Sorry, Luke, but I need to see if I can find something useful. I'm doing this to help you. Ah, there's a piece of paper in this drawer. What? It's daytime. Where are they? And the door has locked itself. What's happening here? The swing's broken. What happened? Oh, there are so many mosquitoes here. This sound annoys me quite a bit. It reminds me of when you're trying to sleep at night and that buzzing sound lodges in your ear. So many nights I jumped off the bed, grabbed a slipper and had to hunt that annoying bug. What's this? I can't read it. What if it's something important? Hello?
Hello there.
Need any help? You're gasping.
I'll be alright in a moment. Thank you. My husband and I were hiking, making our way through the rocks and the brambles. We used to do it all the time a few years ago. I guess I'm too old for this now.
No, you seem in pretty good shape.
You're too kind. What about you? It's not very often I come across fellow hikers in this place.
Well, I'm on a hike too. I did an online search for best places to hike in the region, and I found a little blog with a couple of astonishing pictures in this brilliant article. I think it was called The Hidden Gem of Our City. Hard to believe I've never heard of this place.
Are you serious? Well, just as hard as to believe that you'd meet the writer of that article there.
You wrote the article?
Yes, my daughter kept on asking me why we never see anyone else around. So I decided I would post some photos of this place online and ended up writing a little about it. I never expected anyone to actually read it.
Well, thank you. This is such a happy coincidence.
That it is. We used to have a house here.
That little hut, just a few minutes away, is it yours? Oh, it seems so cozy.
My husband and I built it some years ago. We had to sell it though. It seems to be quite abandoned now.
Oh, pity. What happened?
Life happened. We needed the money and couldn't spare the time to come here that often anyway. I'm actually really glad we got to come over this time. It's been years.
Life can be tough sometimes, can't it?
It sure can.
I'm John, by the way.
Nice to meet you, John. I'm Rita.
Are you sure you're all right?
Yes, I am fine, really. My husband has just gone a bit further on to a cliff on the other side of the bridge. He really wanted to see it, and well, he's the reason we're here. He's waiting for an important call from work. It will do him good to connect with nature and forget about it for a little while.
Well, I hope everything turns out for the best. With the call and all that.
Thanks, I hope so too. He has been toiling away at this forever. He will be crushed if the call is not what he was expecting it to be. But hey, that's life, right?
That's life, indeed. Right, I better get a move on. You sure you'll be okay?
Yeah, he will be back any second now. And this is not half bad as waiting spots go.
I heartily second that. Well, enjoy your breather, Rita. Bye.
Bye.
Luke, hi.
Hello. Do I know you?
Yes, we met a couple of years ago, right here in these woods. I'm John.
Oh, yes, of course.
I ran into your wife back there, catching her breath on a little bench. Lovely lady, if you don't mind me saying so.
I couldn't agree more. I sometimes think it's a miracle she still puts up with me. Is she alright?
Yes, she seemed fine. What about you? She says that you've been staying on the grind lately.
That sounds about right. They even told me to take a couple of days off.
Playing with fire, you know? I've seen it happen before. It gets to you one day. Wind up with a full-scale nervous breakdown if you're not careful. You may never quite fully recover from one. And all because they get so immersed in work and can't get out. Take my word for it. Not worth it. Life has a lot more to offer.
Well, sometimes there are things that you just know you have to do.
And what are you working on?
Well, it's renewable energy. You know, we have been hearing a lot of talk about climate change since we were kids. You wonder about how life would be if energy was clean and free, how that could transform lives, ours and our future generations everywhere. Utopia, somewhere over the glittering rainbow. Ring any bells?
Quite a few. But then things always sound far-fetched till someone actually makes them real.
Well, call me a starry-eyed old dreamer, but ever since I was little, I've wanted to make the world a better place. A place where my daughter could live and thrive in. I'm aware there is a lot of highly charged political rhetoric out there, but still, I was naive enough to think I could cut through all the fog, and so I persisted. And eventually, an idea emerged, and then a company based on it, and finally, a working prototype. And right now, it's undergoing critical testing as we speak.
Really?
One successful test is all we need to unlock a gigantic investment opportunity. It's make or break. If the test fails, we might need to shut down.
So this is it? The big push? Oh, that's huge. How are the nerves holding up?
Managing. Just about. Oh, fuck. Right on cue. It's them. Would you excuse me for a second?
Sure. Hey, what's... Luke? Bloody hell. Hey, what's happening? He's avoiding me again. What is this place anyway? Well, I can't stand here. I must find out. What the... A beach party? This is all over the place. Hey!
Hi!
Great party, isn't it?
Sorry, can you repeat that? I can't hear you.
I was saying, great party!
I'm James, nice to meet you.
Woohoo! Okay. Hi there. Hello? Well, that's rude. It's a gas bottle. Propane. Wasn't the company supposed to be a clean energy one?
These damn portable little cabins don't have any electricity, so we had no other option. But I assure you, in 2 years, with our technology, that will all go away.
Oh, yes, of course. I understand.
See you around.
See you. Excuse me for interrupting. May I have a word with you?
Sure. I'm Maria, and this is Michael.
Nice to meet you. I'm John.
Hello, John. I've never seen you before. It's this lunatic hiring spree we are on, now that we are rolling in it. So, which department do you work for?
I'm heading towards the research and development team. Pretty excited about this.
To which team now? Who hired you?
Luke?
Are you serious? Man, always undermining me. I've told him time and time again, if I'm running the department, he can't just hire someone over my head and not tell me. I thought we had talked about this.
You know Luke Williams better than anybody else, right? He just can't help it.
I know, I've known him for 20 years. But still.
Oh, sorry, but he invited me to come to this party, but without explaining why you're having one.
Classic Luke. Basically, we're on. The technology works. We have money. We're about to change the world.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yes, you're joining us in exciting times.
Unbelievable. Is he around?
Luke, he's a CEO. He'd better stay until the end. I saw him leave a couple of minutes ago towards the lighthouse, and I haven't seen him since.
Me neither. Don't worry, he'll be back before long. Enjoy the party in the meantime and hit the dance floor.
Thanks, but I should find Luke. I can't stay for long.
If you say that one more time, you are out of research. I'm just kidding, man. Go and find Luke. And see you Monday.
See you on Monday, John.
See you both on Monday. Rita, is that you?
Hello? Sorry, have we met before?
Hi, yes, I'm John. John Stevens. We met in the woods not that long ago.
Oh, yes, I remember, of course. How are you, John?
I'm all right. How are you?
Same, thanks. Are you here for the party?
Yes, I am. I talked to Luke on that cliff you told me about, remember? He was waiting for that important call from work and, well, he told me all about the project and, well, he invited me to come along. Do you know where he might be?
No, sorry. Isn't he at the party with everyone else?
No, I thought you might know where he is.
Sorry.
No, it's all right, thank you. How about you? Why aren't you at the party?
I'm not much of a party person, to be honest. And I've come here to look for inspiration, I guess.
Really? What for?
Oh, I started writing a novel a few years back, but it's not any good.
A novel? Oh, how exciting. What's it about?
Oh, nonsense.
Just try me.
All right. One night I was walking right here and The lighthouse, the one over there, the light was on. I had never seen one so close, so I was mesmerized. After a while, my eyes drifted a tiny bit, and I saw another light, a very faint one, on the horizon. It seemed to be from another lighthouse, so I started to imagine a relationship being built between these two lighthouse keepers, who communicated with one another using light signs.
That sounds really interesting, Rita.
You don't need to say that just to make me feel better. But thanks.
No, it's true. And what happens to them?
Oh, one day I came back for some inspiration and I found that the lights were off. It made me feel uneasy, and I couldn't stop thinking what it'd be like if all of a sudden one lighthouse keeper turned his light on and had no response. Nothing, just darkness. How would that feel? And as I came back, day after day, I realized that the lighthouses were not functioning most days. Anyway, who needs lighthouses nowadays, right? So I imagined the communication fading away through time, despair of the one who was trying to communicate, and the pain of the other who just couldn't do it. And I got stuck. I just don't know how to move forward.
Rita, I love it. It's fascinating. The lighthouses, it's fantastic.
Thank you, John. I think I was needing to hear that. Anyway, that reminds me, do you want to see the lighthouse?
Of course, I'd love to. Is it open?
It's probably locked, but they always leave a spare key close by. The family in charge used to let me go in whenever I wanted to help me with the book, but I haven't been there in a while, so I don't know where they keep the key nowadays.
Oh, thank you, Rita. I'll take a look around and see if I can spot it. Now I'm curious, and I'll leave you to your inspiration.
You're always a pleasure to talk to, John, and thank you. Bye.
Bye. How will I find Luke if I've no idea where to go? It really is dark in here. Wait, I think I can... Oh, yes. It's a power generator. It's on. Why isn't it working? Oh, the bottle seems to be empty. Alright, so we just need to attach this here. This cable goes there. Alright, all set. Let there be light. Wow, that is strong. Blinded me for a moment there. Wait, what's that? It's a light. There, on the horizon. Flashing red. It must be. It has to be Luke. Let's go. Oh, here you are.
Hello? Do I know you? Hold on. John, isn't it?
Right. You remembered me.
John Stevens?
That's right.
What are you doing here? It's been a while.
I heard the good news. You are the man of the moment. I thought I would stop by and shake hands.
Oh, thanks a lot. That's very nice of you.
Oh, I know this has nothing to do with me, but I just wanted to congratulate you myself. And who knows? Have a couple of beers, meet some people, maybe even dance a little. Great party.
Thank you. And yeah, it is.
Why aren't you at your own party? If you don't mind me asking.
I needed to get away for a while, you know? Life has been chaotic for so long. The waiting and the not knowing, and now suddenly things kind of worked out. It's strange and overwhelming.
I can only imagine. What you did is unbelievable.
It feels like a dream, to be honest. It feels like I'm waiting to wake up to find out reality is a nightmare where my family has left me, my project failed, and I have nowhere to go and no one to turn to.
Come on, Luke. You know that's not true.
I know. It seems like a long time ago. I decided I would commit to this. I don't think anyone understood why I had to do it, but I just couldn't not. And it seems that everything is on the edge. That all I conquered is so fragile and about to crumble. Here I am, with a party thrown due to the company I set up, the best of possible worlds. A supporting family, rooting and happy for me. It really is overwhelming. Too good to be true. So I needed a moment to catch my breath.
I can't imagine what you've been through.
One can't quit, right?
No, one cannot. I think I'd better leave you in peace for a while.
No. Please stay. I sometimes get away from people to be able to breathe, but it's not that I like being alone.
I understand. How are Rita and Anne doing?
They're fine. Thanks for asking. Rita is always cheerful. God, how I envy her. As for Anne, she's been growing, you know? So quickly. Very soon she won't be my little Anne anymore. It's so strange, satisfyingly surreal, and there is a kind of sadness seeing my little girl bloom into a woman. An egotistical kind of sad, I have to confess.
They grow up, but they never stop feeling like our little baby, right?
I try not to say it to her that often now, but yes, that's exactly how it feels.
Luke? Hello there.
Hi.
You don't seem to be here for the wedding reception, am I right?
Wedding reception?
You don't need to play the fool with me. I wasn't invited to this as well, don't worry. You just need to jump the railing ahead and get yourself a wonderful treat. I recommend the lobster and the filet mignon. Avoid the shrimps though, they taste funny.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's delicious.
Do you know whose wedding it is?
No, not a clue. I just live nearby and the catering at this place is generally fantastic.
Okay, so, I'll be right back.
Oh, and hey, if they cut the cake, please come and get me. It also looks delicious. I love raspberries.
Sure, don't worry.
Have fun.
Just married. Ah, who might the happy couple be? Did something just happen? What? Hey,
Hello. How's it going?
I'm great, thanks. You?
Yeah, I'm good.
Great wedding, isn't it?
Oh, it's really beautiful.
How do you know the happy couple?
Well, I'm actually a friend of the bride's father, Luke.
Luke Williams. I'm a good friend of his.
Really? My name's Simon.
Oh, nice to meet you, Simon. I'm John. Where do you know Luke from?
I worked with Luke and Michael when they first started the company. I left right before the company boomed. It wasn't exactly what I wanted to do with my life.
Have you been in touch with them?
Not as much as I wanted, but yeah, a little. I tried to talk to them today, but still haven't been able to.
How come?
Well, Luke's still inside the church with his little Anne, and Mike, well, as always, is talking to a woman.
To a woman?
Don't get me wrong, he's a wonderful, wonderful guy, but he's kind of a player, you know. Sarah, the lady he's talking to, is on the other hand very sweet.
Oh, she does seem lovely. Does she work for the company?
No, she's an old friend of Luke and Rita's. I don't know much about her other than she's just a really nice person. And well, she loves dogs and musical theatre, always going on about it. I can introduce you to her if you like, as soon as Mike over there lets her catch some air.
Oh no, that's not what I meant. But thanks, Simon. I think I'll grab something to eat.
Go ahead, the lobster's particularly tasty.
Oh, thanks for the tip. See you. Isn't it too cold?
Sorry?
The water.
Oh, no, my, it's perfect. It's so hot today, the coldness feels wonderful. Care to try?
No, thank you. I'm John Stevens.
Hi, I'm Carol.
Were you here for the ceremony? I couldn't make it on time.
I was. It was so beautiful. What a shame. The beginning was magical. There was a man by the door preventing all of us from going in. No one knew what was going on. And then the string quartet began to play. The doors from the church opened and we went in to see Anne in her gorgeous dress smiling at us from the altar.
Really? That's a twist.
It was so beautiful. Again, shame you couldn't make it.
Indeed. Well, I think I'll say congratulations to the happy couple then.
Go do that. Although I think you'll have to wait a while. They're still inside and that man is blocking the door again.
Oh, I'll see what I can do. Bye.
Bye.
Michael?
Sorry, do I know you?
Yes, we met before. I needed to talk to you.
I'm having a conversation. Can it wait?
Yes, it can. I'll drop by later.
Thanks, man.
Hello.
Hi!
Hey,
I was saying to Neil here how much I loved the ceremony. My god, it was fantastic, wasn't it?
It really was. I was actually moved by parts of it.
See, Neil? I told you, you're so insensitive.
Oh, come on now, Heather.
Me crying my guts out, and you just standing there like a freaking rock.
You know I don't cry easily.
It's called insensitiveness, robotism. I don't know.
Shall we change the subject, please?
Yeah.
So, what's your name?
I'm John.
I'm Neil, and this here is Heather.
Nice to meet you.
Do you know the bride or the groom?
I'm a close friend of the bride.
So are we. I don't think we've ever met. How do you know Anne?
Anne? You know, I used to spend my summer holidays in a house my parents had in the woods. Her parents had a house there too, so...
Really? We heard a lot about that little house.
She always says how she's had such a lucky childhood, being able to explore such fascinating places. I've never been there. Is it as beautiful as she says?
Oh, you should definitely go when you have the chance. It really is.
We have to ask Anne to take us on a tour there.
And Eli.
Yes, of course. It's Anne and Eli's now. Do you think she's going to change her name? Anne D. Levitt? Has a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
I think she really likes Williams. Anyway, do you know where they are? I still haven't been able to talk to them.
They are still inside the church, but you may need to wait. No one is allowed to go in, and there's a guy there making sure that no one does.
Oh, thanks. It was nice meeting you.
Same, and come by whenever you want. Ciao.
Bye.
Sorry, sir. The ceremony has already ended. The happy couple and close family are taking some photos inside. Please kindly wait outside.
Oh, okay. Hello, sorry to bother you. Do you do requests?
Hi.
Well, we haven't got much rehearsed.
We could play the wedding march again, the one that initiated the ceremony.
It's a lovely piece for strings and harp. Even though we have no harp here, everyone at the end congratulated us as they could hear it. Weird, isn't it?
Anyway, do you want to request any particular song? We may know it.
Thanks. I was wondering, could you play anything from a musical?
From a musical? Well, we actually performed in an amateur production of Freedom Again a couple of weeks ago.
Really? And would they let you play something from it?
They actually encouraged us to advertise it.
Just a little piece of it, of course.
Oh, that's great. Could you play it, please, then?
Of course. Ready, guys?
Ready!
There you go.
No way. You really brought me the cake? Thanks. Now I owe you something.
No, not at all.
Here. It's all I have in my pocket right now.
A piece of paper.
Well, it's a business card. I was trying to mingle with other people at the party. Most of the guests have newborns, you see. So I pretended I had one as well and was looking for a new pediatrician. This man, I think he was the godfather to the bride, he just handed me this card. He is apparently a renowned doctor, and he told me he knew a lot of great, reliable pediatricians. Well, I just smiled and thanked him. Cool design though, right?
I really need to talk to him. I'm sure something must have gone wrong with the company. Has to be. But I need to get his attention first.
You seem a bit lost.
Waiting for the married couple. You?
I can't stop playing the ceremony over in my mind. The moment the music started and the doors opened, I want my wedding to be like this one.
Want us to play something else?
Could you play the song that started the ceremony?
Sure. Ready, guys?
Ready.
This is it! The song that started the ceremony.
So, you still by yourself?
Yeah, I'm actually about to leave, but I still wanted to have a word with Michael and Luke.
Anything I can do to help?
If you could find a way to distract Sarah, or maybe get Luke out to the church. You don't sing, do you?
No.
That's too bad. If you go to the bandstand and start singing something from Phantom of the Opera, or Cats, or even Hamilton, Sarah would instantly ignore Michael and focus on the song. That's guaranteed.
I'll see what I can do.
Thanks.
Want us to play something else?
Could you play the song from that musical you played earlier?
Sure. The more we play it, most likely is that people will come and see it.
Let's go for it. In this mirror, okay? Ready, guys?
Ready.
God, how I love this song. It's from that new musical I was telling you about. Let me just finish listening to this number and we'll continue our chat, alright?
Of course.
Hi, Michael.
Hey.
Do you have a moment?
Well, if it's just a moment,
I wanted to talk to you about your company.
Wait a minute. I know you from somewhere. You used to work for us, right? I know. You were fired. You heard that I succeeded Luke as a CEO of the company, and you're trying your luck with me now. Am I right? Sorry, pal. I'm not lowering the moat for you.
Wait, what? Luke is no longer the CEO.
Please, don't come on all innocent on me, man.
No, seriously, I had no idea. What happened?
You really have no idea. Well, he stepped down. That's what happened.
Why?
I have no idea, if you can believe that. He asked me to trust him, with no questions asked and no explanations. Absolutely nothing. Nada. Zilch. And as a best friend, I both wanted to trust him and ensure everything was fine. But well, here I am, still as clueless now as the day he stepped down.
Is he still working for the company? Or...
Nope. I have no idea what he's doing. But with the shares he's sold, he probably doesn't need to work for a while.
Wow. Thanks, Michael.
You're welcome.
I need to talk to Luke. Thanks again.
He's inside the church with Anne and Rita. See ya.
You seem a bit lost.
Waiting for the married couple.
I can't stop. The moment the music starts, I want my wedding to be like.
Please, sir. I told you already, haven't I? Kindly wait outside. Please.
Oh, yes. Right.
Want us to play something else?
Could you play the song that started the ceremony?
Sure. Ready, guys?
Ready.
Hello there, Luke.
John, I haven't seen you in ages. Do you remember John, darling?
John? Oh yes, by our little house in the woods, right? I'm so glad you could come to my wedding, John. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you. And congratulations.
Thank you.
Sorry to bring this up, but may I ask you something, Luke?
Sure, tell me.
I was talking to Michael and he told me you left the company.
Michael, he... Anne, darling, isn't that the photographer looking for you?
Oh, it is. I'll let you two speak. We'll talk later, John.
See you later, Anne.
So, you talked to Michael?
What happened, Luke?
Well, my mother died, John.
Your mother?
Yes. She got extremely sick and I had to take care of her. All my energy had to be dedicated to her. Eventually she passed away.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's okay. There was nothing we could do. Can we please change the subject now? This is neither the time nor the place for this.
Sure. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it.
Rita, may I ask you something?
Oh, hi there, John. Yes, of course. What's up?
How hard did Luke take it? His mother's death, I mean.
Oh, pretty hard. She was still young. That was years ago. Anne was 9 or 10 years old, so...
That long ago? I'd no idea.
Yeah, Luke was down for quite a while.
I thought it was much more recent. How did he handle it?
There's this old recording of his mother singing to him when he was a baby. He used to tuck Anne in her bed with that little doll that belonged to his mother. And he'd sing that same song to get her to sleep or whenever she was feeling blue. During the period after Isabel passed away, he listened to that recording almost every day. One night he fell asleep on the couch, and when I went looking for him, he had a headset over his ears and that doll held against his chest. I guess it was his way to keep her close to him.
Of course. It makes sense.
Well, he eventually got over it. Apparently. After all, it's only natural that you see your parents die and not the other way round. I also believe his work helped him cope.
His work? I thought he left the company to take care of his mother.
What? No, not at all. It was all so fast. Actually, the company took off slightly after she passed away, thankfully. I can't even dare to imagine what would have happened if it went bankrupt.
But you're saying he's still the CEO of the company?
He is, yes.
Well, thank you, Rita.
You're welcome, John.
Luke, I've just been talking to your wife. She said your mother died years ago, and that you... Are you still head of the project?
Of course. Are you okay?
But you just said...
What?
That your mother got ill, and that you had to leave the company. You chose Michael to replace you as CEO.
Oh yeah. That's right. It's been quite a while since then.
What?
If you'll excuse me, I need to go and find my daughter. Okay?
Luke.
The photographs won't take too long, and we can continue our talk then.
Okay, Luke.
Goodbye, John. And thank you again for dropping by.
You're welcome. I need to have access to his deeper dream. How can I do that? Something is clearly not right. Rita, did you say how Luke overcame his grief when his mother died?
He just listened to a recording of his mother singing to him over and over again, and shifted his focus to his work, which started to gladly take off.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You seem a bit lost. The moment I want my...
Want us to play something else?
Can I ask you a big favor?
If we're able to help, sure.
This is going to sound weird, but can you play the song Luke's mother used to sing to him? Luke also sang it to Anne, so I'd like to surprise them.
Which song is it?
I don't know.
So how are we going to play it?
Just play it.
What?
Please, trust me. Just put your bows on the strings and move them. Please.
Okay. You'll see how that sounds. Ready, everyone?
You've got to be kidding me. Okay, here we go. What in the world?
I'm not controlling my arm.
It's working.